Shabbat Shalom, L'chaim L'chaim. This week's Torah portion is Shoftim. It opens up speaking about judges, appointing judges and how they must be, how they must behave and act. It goes on to speak about, the laws of war, who can go out to war, who shouldn't go out to war. It talks about idolatry and sorcery, which are interesting topics. And it has a famous line that man is a tree of the field, so there's many different avenues. There's also the Egla Rufa, which is another great topic to speak about. But what I wanted to focus on was at the very beginning of the portion, this idea of judges. And more specifically, it says, bribery blinds the eyes of man. And I found that to be a very interesting idea. So what I'm going to start with is speaking about something I read in the Gemara in Brachos. It speaks about Moshe Rabbeinu asking Hashem for three things, and it says that Hashem granted him all three things. And one of those three things was that Moshe asked to know Hashem's ways. And Gemara explains that means he wanted to know why the wicked succeed and the righteous are punished. Why the righteous suffer and the wicked prosper. And some say he was answered, some say he wasn't. But one answer that is given is that Hashem told him that it's a person will be judged by their parents' sins. And so the Gemara explains, this doesn't make sense because sometimes it says that we are judged by our parents' sins, sometimes it says we're not judged by our parents' sins, and it goes back and forth. And it comes to explain that in some cases we are, and in some cases we're not. And the reason I found this relates so much to this idea of bribery is because of another book that I've been reading, which is, I think it's called Millionaire Mind or Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, something like that. And what they speak about there is called this financial blueprint or a money blueprint, where basically we grow up with this perspective of money based on what our parents teach us and how they speak to us about money. So if you grow up hearing from your parents all the time, the rich, only care about themselves, they're self-centered, they blow their money only on frivolity and random things and vanity, then you're going to grow up hating money, and you're going to think that money is a thing that corrupts the world, and it's terrible, and you're going to be avoiding money. You're going to have this aversion towards money. But if you grow up seeing your parents giving tzedakah, and having this idea that you work hard to get this money so that you could do mitzvot and you could do so much good with this money, then you're going to see the value in it and how much good can really come from this. And you're going to have a totally different blueprint, a different perspective of money. And the reason I find these two things connect so much is because we see how the sins of the parents, so to speak, pass down to the children. Meaning that this blueprint that the parents have, these perspectives and opinions they have of money, are passed down to the children, and it can either be a punishment to them, it could help them, develop a wicked lifestyle, or it could be a good thing, it can help them develop a righteous lifestyle, And the reason I connect this all to money is because of this verse in the pasuk that says, bribery blinds the eyes of man, where it shows you the extent of money's power in this world. Meaning that money can pervert justice. It can make a person blind. And we see this with kids who grow up with a certain perspective. They're blinded by money. Some are blinded for the good, to think, money is so powerful, I'm going to use it. But I'm not going to be so blind. I'll partially or even see clearly what the purpose of money is. And other people are completely blinded by money, realizing that this thing is just taking over their lives. They work for the money and the money to go buy nice things. That's a blindness. But when a person studies Torah, and when they're able, it says Torah illuminates the eyes of man. It helps you see clearly in this world. It helps you see that money is a tool. It helps you to take these things that your parents have given you, to formulate your own blueprints that you can pass down one day, and to develop an understanding of, what am I here to do? What are all these tools Hashem has given me? And how can I make this world a better place? Am I going to be blinded by this world? Or am I going to take it by the reins and I'm going to use it for the good? You control the Yetzer Hara and develop a blueprint that can help people succeed in this world. So B'ezrat Hashem, I hope we can all learn from this and we can develop our own blueprints to be able to pass down and to be able to properly understand and see clearly how the Torah can illuminate our lives and illuminate the lives of those around us using the tools we are given. Shabbat Shalom.